I'm going to bring up our next speaker, and by the way, I'm not saying this on the front end, so you'll look at your clock and say, when's that swap meet sandwich ready? Or whatever we're having, but we're going to have lunch after this, and then you're going to hear from one of the top enrollers in the world of 3 right after lunch. But before that, I want to bring up, and I want to give Corbin a proper introduction. He's emceeing this event. By the way, who thinks Corbin's doing an amazing job? Fantastic. Well, I want to give him a proper introduction, and I want to say this. I said I'm a big kid that loves to have fun. Holly and Corbin are big kids that love to have fun. And I will say this, people will follow you if you're having fun. If it's boring and rigid, oh, did you know about 19 different ingredients in vitalite, however you pronounce that, and eternal, eternal, I mean, it's kind of supposed to be French, so it's eternal. People are like, what? She's so weird. Get away from me. It's got to be simple. It's got to be fun. It's got to be something you can talk about at the barbecue. You make a little money. I found something. You might enjoy this. Let's have some fun together. People will want to follow you. And Holly and Corbin are masters at fun and having fun and making it fun and making it lighthearted with an underlying seriousness of how it can change your life. But you can have fun in the process, and people will follow people that are having fun and people that are passionate and people that know what they're doing. And this couple knows what they're doing. I want you to put your hands together. Guys, get your pens out. Get your pencils out. Corbin's going to talk about, well, pencils are only good for golf course, but get your pens out. You know, like the eraser at the golf course. Get your pens out because Corbin's going to talk about the meat. There's sizzle and there's steak. The sizzle is all the fluff. The steak is what you need to do to produce an income and build a business here at 3. I want you guys to put your hands together for 6-star director, Mr. Corbin Roush.
Thank you. I got a quick video I want to show. I was supposed to show this earlier, but I want to go ahead and show it right now. Cue the video.
People have this reoccurring nightmare that there's something, some force that's got a hold of them and it's holding them down and they can't break free. No matter what they do, they can't break free from that force. Well, I'm here to tell you that that thing in your nightmare, that thing that's holding you back, that thing that's dragging you down, that thing is you.
There are 2 fundamental attitudes toward life and its sorrows. Those with the first attitude blame the world. Those with the second ask what they could do differently. It's much easier and much more gratifying to your basest desires to blame someone else for your misery.
You know what's so funny? We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. That's the problem with some of you. You always want to blame other people. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more dessert. No, we're working out now. You need to tell you that you owe you something.
Every day I demand more for myself than anybody else can humanly expect. I'm not competing with somebody else, I'm competing with what I'm capable of. My number one competition is me. It's always you versus you. You gotta be the one to get up every morning, be disciplined, put in the consistent daily hard work, because that gains success. No coach, no trainer, no mentor, no boss can do it. You versus you.
I value myself enough to give 120%, but don't do it. There is no excuse for not living up to your full potential. No excuse. You walk out of this room, you owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. What changed? I changed. And I stopped being a victim. I stopped saying, I've got to wait for good things to happen to me. And I said, I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press forward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day to become a victor and not a victim. Why? Because I owe it to myself. Can't nobody stop it for me.
Good. That's the attitude we all gotta have. Quit being a victim, be a victor. We had to do things that nobody else was willing to do. 20 years ago, I told Holly she was crazy. She was going to go to jail. True story. Our friends were going to run from us. Nobody wants to do that crazy thing. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm not a part of it. And you're going to fail in 30 days, and I'm never going to have to hear about this again. Thank you, Holly, that you did not listen to a word I said. She still doesn't. But I respect it now. She completes me. No, but 20 years ago, we went on a trip to Costa Rica. Didn't want to go. It was with a group of network marketing people that I didn't know. But I had this stereotype in my head of what they was going to be like. I was a corporate guy. I was doing very well. I was 36 years old, and I was making $500,000 a year in corporate America. But I was missing my children grow up. I had 3 boys. I was gone before they woke up in the morning. I was coming home for tuck-in time. I always wanted to be the coach for their sports. I was the dad showing up at the end of practices. Dang, we had a good lifestyle. We had a great quantity of life. We had a horrible quality. Not a horrible, that's a hyperbole, but we didn't have the quality of life that I knew could be out there. Because I was just grinding away at my job, and I didn't know why. Because the most important thing to me was my wife and my kids, but the most important thing to me I was spending the least amount of time with. So Holly, for some reason, well, I know why, because God had something better for us, and I believe God has something better for everybody, but people got to walk into what God's putting in front of them. God's not going to just open a door and make it automatically happen for you. God's going to open that door, but you got to step into it and then do the things that other people aren't willing to do to take it to the next level. My wife did that 20 years ago, even though I was pulling against that rope and wanting her selfishly not to go do that. And I went to this trip, and I sat there with people that were living the life that I wanted. There were husbands and wives that were united in a common business, that were growing and empowering their friends and their family to do things. And I was like, what in the world is going on here? How are these people so happy and so blessed and building this empire for their families, and all I'm doing is building an empire for my owner of the company's family? And I remember sitting there saying, I want this. I got to make this. How do I do this? And I was talking to the top guy at the time. He made $100 million. There's only 2 people that I've ever been in front of that have made $100 million. One was that guy, and one of them was Kim Wheat. I've been blessed to be surrounded with the top of the top of the top. But I sat there with this guy, and I said, what do I need to do to be able to have the lifestyle that you have with your family and all these other people that you've brought along with you to be able to have that lifestyle? And he said to me, Corbin, you can think about it all the time, you can dream about it all the time, but there's 4 income-producing activities that you must implement into your life if you want to have the life that others have. He said there is a system on how to build. He goes, there's a personality-driven business that's only going to rise so high based on what you are able to do. And there's a system that is driven that will cause you to grow a business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it will grow bigger than you could ever imagine, more than you could possibly dream. And I remember going, oh my gosh, all I want is to be able to not have to work 60, 70 hours a week, and I want to be there for morning breakfast, and I want to take my kids to school, and I want to go on the field trips, and I want to be there in the evenings and read their tucked-in time books, and I want to be a dad. That's all I want. I don't care about the yachts and the motor homes and the coaches and the Rolexes. I just want to be present for my children. What do I need to do that? 4 income-producing activities. Here's what's crazy is I can go around probably in the room secretly and say, do you know the 4 income-producing activities? Do you know them? 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 And I bet 90% of this room doesn't even know what the 4 income-producing activities are. you're building your business without concentrating on these 4 income-producing activities, you are losing. You're wasting time. There's only so much time we have. And when I learned what these income-producing activities are and I implement them into my life with a full-time job, 60, 70 hours a week, the guy told me, can you give me an hour a day consistently? He told you 10 hours, who was it, 10? 10 here? 10 hours, he told me an hour a day consistently every week. If you will focus on these activities, I guarantee your life's going to be different in 6 months. I'm like, let's go! Let's go! What are they? You ready? Yes. He said, can you build a list? And I said, oh, of course I can. They're all up here. And he said, no, they're not up here. Put them on a piece of paper. He challenged me. He said, can you put 100 names down on a piece of paper? 100 names. He didn't say go classify them. He didn't go say who's the most influential. He didn't complicate it. Can you put 100 names down on a piece of paper? And then he goes, and then the most important thing is daily, can you grow that list? I mean, Lance knows this stuff like the back of his hand. He was one of those guys that has made that kind of money. Maybe not 100 million, but he's made the kind of money that we all want to make because he perfected this. Can you build a list of 100 people? And can you have that list grow daily? How do you make it grow daily? Well, because there's more than 100 people on your phone. I guarantee you right now, there's more than 100 people on your Facebook. And you're always looking for people that are doing exceptional as I spit. No wonder for COVID. Exceptional things. When you're looking for people to add to your list, don't look for the projects, don't look for the downtrodden, don't look for the people that have never had success in life, because they're probably not going to have success in this, and they're going to become a project for you that's going to suck the life out of you. Look for people that have done things exceptional, that have had success, and success does not mean 7 figures. Success is that mom that has their children that are always well-mannered and show up on time and well-dressed. They might not have 2 pennies to rub together, but they have success in how they raise the child. It might be that waiter. It might be the waitress. It might be the CEO from a company. But you're looking for people to add to your list that have had success in life. Why? Because if they're successful in the small, they can be successful in the big. They can be successful in this business if they've proven to be successful. That doesn't mean you don't put down the other people, but it means you don't want to build a business with projects because it'll just frustrate you. Okay? I know a lot of broke people that'll be perfect at this. Yeah. So can you build a list? Can you build a list and can you have that growth? I challenge every one of you in this room tonight before you go to bed. Please do this. Pull out a piece of paper and write 100 new names down with phone numbers. Can we all commit to do that? Please, raise your hand if you can commit to do that. Your list is the lifeblood of your business. Lifeblood is so important. Without lifeblood, we die. Why is your business not growing? Because you don't have a lift. It is actively growing in front of you. Holly enrolled 2 people yesterday. We're 30 years into it. 30 or 20, I'm sorry. Hopefully you made it 30. Hope you make it. 20 years into it, and we're able to enroll 2 people. I can't even take any credit for it because she has a list that's constantly growing in front of her, and she's always dripping on people. She signed with a lady yesterday that was in our business 15 years ago because she did a simple post. And then she saw someone like it, and she didn't just send them a message, she picked up the phone and called them because she built a list. So your first thing is build a list. The second thing is contacting people and inviting them to take a look. How do you contact them? Oh, I've heard some people contact. Oh, I've got this product. It's got glutathione. It's got H1C14. And they're going through all the explanations of what's in. I don't even know what our product names are, guys. Thank you, Antoinette, for telling me that we have a product that's called the football.
My husband named that.
I will constantly be at our beach club telling people, oh my gosh, if you got aches and pains, I got this little football you gotta take. And they're, what's it called? And I'm like, oh, what's the name of it again? It's a football.
Revive.
Revive, there it is. It's the orange football. You gotta be able to, and then some people, it's not Vitality, it's Vitalite. Am I right? You don't need to know the names. But you're going to contact and invite people, and it's as simple as this. I challenge you again, I'm all about the challenges, to pick up the phone and contact 2 to 3 people a day. You're going to build a list of 100 people. You got 50 days worth of contacting ahead of you. 50 days. And if they don't answer, I don't leave them a message on why I was calling and go into the explanation. I say, Antoinette, it's Corbin. You gotta call me. Who's gonna pick up the phone when they hear that message and call someone back right away? Urgency. Because you've got something urgent that can change their lives. I had someone reach out to me the other day, try to recruit me to a network, and they said the simplest thing to me. Hey, I'd love to get with you. We used to have some fun together. I got something new I want to share with you. You know how I built my business over the years? Same thing. I pick up the phone. Hey, Daniel, I got something I'm real excited about. A way to get healthy and make some money. You want to hear about it? And I shut up. I pick up the phone and I call him. The first thing I say is, hey, Samson, look, there's obviously a reason I'm calling. Thanks for picking up. People don't pick up the phone today. But before we get to that, how you been? And they start talking. And then all of a sudden, Samson says, hey, Corbin, what was it you were calling about? Oh, yeah, I'm glad you asked. Holly and I found something we're so excited about it. It's a way to get healthy and make some money. Are you open to hearing more about it? And then I don't try to tell them, we got to build local before we go global, guys. I say, hey, can you meet me tomorrow morning before work at the coffee shop? I'm contacting and I'm inviting people to take a look at the opportunity. I don't go rolling in there with a PowerPoint presentation with my buddy that I'm freaking hanging out with and saying, well, right here, it's a 3-star opportunity. And start reading this PowerPoint. It is. I mean, I remember sitting down with a guy and he's trying to recruit me. Somebody's like, well, do you care if I flip the page? Dude, Mark, who kidnapped you? What alien is in your brain? I'm like, look, man, I found this opportunity. It's great. This owner, he works tirelessly. These products are fantastic. These products are so great. They're in the physician's desk reference. Can you believe that? You know what the physician's desk reference is? Well, this one time I had an earache and they couldn't figure it out. And I walked into this doctor's office and he pulled out this big, huge book and he looked at me and said, oh, I need to prescribe you this. And I said, oh, what is that? He goes, it's the physician's desk reference. It's our Bible. It has everything in it. If we can't figure something out, we go there. And I said, man, so we're in this with our products. We're the only health and wellness company that does it. Look, here's the cool thing. Nobody knows about it. We got people in this company making anywhere from $50 a week to $50,000 plus a week. And we have a system that teaches people how to do it. Does that sound like something you'd want to be a part of? I just did the plan right there in 30 seconds because I built a list, I contacted, invited them, and I shared the plan. Boom. And now I say, any questions? And what you know what most of my friends say? You telling me there's someone making $50,000 a week? They don't say, tell me about the glutathione. Tell me about all the doctors that are in it. No, it's someone's making $50,000 a week. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they are. And you know how they do it? They find people that want to make money and get healthy. Do you know of anybody? Let's build you a list. We complicate this so freaking much. Because it's not a hard business, it's a simple business, but we humans complicate things. We make it so hard. You build a list. You contact and invite people. You show the plan. And the plan can be the PowerPoint. I don't have a problem with PowerPoints. If I'm doing a home meeting or I'm doing something on Zoom, I'm pulling out the PowerPoint, but I'm putting my personality to it. I'm not trying to be someone else. If I don't like something, I don't say it. If I can't pronounce it, I don't pronounce it. Hey, what's in that orange football? I don't know, but it makes my knee feel better. I went and got my hair cut. Holly calls it at my what do you call it? The lady, I call it barber shop. She calls it my hairdresser. I'm like, I don't know a hairdresser. But the little sweet lady says, my gosh, your hair's growing so fast. What is it? And I said, oh, I've got this collagen. Well, I said, oh, I got this product. I think it's called collagen. I don't know what's in it, but my wife hooked me up with it. It really works. I want some. She showed up at our house twice because her smart chip didn't get there in time and she ran out and needed more. I didn't tell her about the Biogen and the, what else is in it? Carrots. Oh yeah, we got biotin and carrots. Oh, that's a crap. Quit caring about that crap. Let Dr. Dan care about that. So we're going to show that plan. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be excited about the follow-up. And we're going to follow up right there, sitting with them at that coffee and say, you ready to get going? And we're not going to talk them in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, tell them all the stories and all this. Look, I'm only making $50 a week, but I just started a couple weeks ago. My upline's making $5,000 a month. You want to join me? And their upline's making $50,000 a week. And that's what I'm going for. You want to join me? Not biotin and carrots. You want to join me? Am I right? That's right. This business is not hard. It's very simple, but we complicate it. I'm going to build a list. I'm going to contact and invite. You know how many times we should contact and invite? What did I say?
2 to 3.
2 to 3 a day. 7 days a week. 7 days a week. How many times should we show the plan a week?
Every day?
Stupid.
2 to 3 times a day, 7 days a week.
If you could. Your goal is 3 to 5 times a week you want to be showing the plan. Am I right? Is this anything new? How did Amway go to 12 billion? Build the list, contact, show the plan, follow up, follow through. That's what the guy told me on the beach. Nothing's changed. He made 100 million doing it. Holly and I made close to 30 million. Samson's made 27 million, probably 95.6 million. He's probably got it down to the penny. Mark Ewell's made crazy amounts of money. We got people that have made a lot of money, but we got these people that made a lot of money to get back to the basics. Because we got to build a big company. Holly and I are going out on the road. I challenge a lot of people to get out on the road. Let's get out on the road together. Let's go build this thing big. Let's go make an empire that we can turn over to our children.
Amen.
Let's bring in some youth. The youth need what we got, guys. How are we going to get to the youth? Not by talking carrots. Talking.
Yes.
Money. You know the sweet spot in network marketing is 35 to 48? I don't see a lot of 35 to 48. We want to go to $1 billion. Never forget. Sitting with Holly in Costa Rica when the light bulb came on for me, and I said, I'm 38 years old, or 36 years old, I think at the time. I want to retire in 2 years. It was a bold proclamation here on the beach. 18 months later, I walked away from a job that was paying me $500,000, corporate expense account, company car, living the life. It wasn't the life I wanted to live. We were now making $2 million. In 18 months from now, If you'll follow those income-producing activities and start teaching that to your team, not biotin and carrots, start teaching income-producing activities, we'll have people in 18 months making 100,000, 200,000. Where do you see yourself? 500,000? How many people want to make $1 million a year? How many people want to make $1.5 million a year? I want to challenge you to do something else. I read this book, Ninja Selling. Someone recommended it to me. Anyone ever read Ninja Selling? Great book. It's a real estate book, but the first half of it's geared to selling. And it said for 30 straight days, write down your income goal. 30 straight days. It's hard. And it said write it all out. Write the whole thing out. I said, and don't proclaim it. Say it. Say it like it's happening. Say it like it's happening. And I wrote down, I love making $2.5 million a year, and I wrote it out where I did the 2,5,0,0,0,0,0 with the 2 lines, because I'm speaking it into existence. 30 times I wrote it for 30 straight days. And what that makes you do when you're writing that is it makes you think of who else can I put in this business? Who else do I need to call? Who else do I need to do a meeting for? Who else do I need to inspire today? Who else do I need to follow up with? Who else do I need to put on my list? Who else do I need to do a meeting for? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Because I'm not going to get to $2.5 million a year sitting on my ass waiting for someone else to go do it for me. Can I get an amen? Guys, this is the truth. This isn't sugarcoated. This isn't giving you, oh, you can do it. No, you can't do it unless you start implementing the 4 income-producing activities in your life every single day. If we want to go to $1 million a day, can you imagine a $365 million leadership bonus?
Oh.
Come on. We just got to go do it. We got to do it as a team. We got to get united together in this common purpose. Philosophy's great. Big speeches are great. But all of us getting united, saying, I'm building a list, and I want to challenge all of you again, 100 names tonight. And I want to tomorrow when we open the meeting, have everybody stand up that put 100 names on a piece of paper tomorrow. I want to give a $100, crisp $100 bill of Daniel's money to somebody, am I done? No. To somebody that sponsors somebody during this event. The first person that comes up to me and sponsors someone on 100 points or more, Daniel's going to give him a crisp $100 bill. You're welcome. So here's the deal. I'm going to challenge all of you to do it. I mean, we got 150, 75 people in here. If we put in 170, can you imagine if everyone in the next 2 days put in someone 175, and we each did a minimum of $300 to $400, what the boost is to your business and to your company? And to this company, and to the boost to being able to now challenge them. Hey, I'm at this conference over the next 2 days. I want you to find me 2 people we can get on the phone to put in your business so we can get you making a check. Build a list, contact guide, show the plan, follow through. Hey, I've got this new company I'm so excited about. The owner is a beast. He works tirelessly to put us in a position to win. Our products are fantastic. They're in the physician's desk reference. It's the holy grail in the medical industry that shows that our products are proven. You cannot buy your way into the physician's desk reference. You have to science your way into the physician's desk reference. We've got that. We got a company that nobody knows about yet, so it's a chance of a lifetime. We got people making $50 a week to $50,000 a week, and we got a system that helps people get there. Do you want to join me? Yes. Yes. And with that, all I'm going to say is that's about all I got to say. Thank you.
Corbin, a big hand. We need leaders on the road, we need simplicity, and we need the 4 income-producing activities. That's literally your business.
Yep.
He nailed it. Simplicity, simplicity. Samson mentioned Einstein, simplicity. I love Einstein, by the way. Definition of insanity, exactly what Samson said. Do the same thing over and over. Don't bang your head against the wall. Corbin knocked it out of the park. I want you to recognize him and give him another big hand. Guys, we're going to change the agenda real quick. So we're breaking for lunch right now. We're supposed to start at 1:25. We're starting 10 minutes early. We're all leaders in here. We're cutting 10 minutes off because we had to take some time for the speaker to move her. She's going to be amazing this afternoon. And so instead of 1:25, be in your seats at 1:10 because at 1:14, we're starting. Love you guys.